Let's talk about AI, artificial intelligence. It sounds like something straight out of a movie, right? But what if I told you it's already here and it's quietly changing pretty much everything about our world in ways you might not even notice? In this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain and really demystify it. So let's dive in. So let me just start with a simple question for you. Did you use AI today? Now really think about it. From the moment you woke up, your commute, while you did at work, even just chilling on the couch tonight. The answer, and this might surprise you, is almost definitely a big yes. Because look, if you did any of these things, you've already had a little chat with an AI. Unlocking your phone with just a look? Yep, that's AI. Asking Google Maps to get you home and magically avoid all the traffic? That's AI predicting the future. And you know that new show Netflix just recommended? That wasn't some lucky guess. It's an algorithm that knows your taste better than you do. AI is literally the invisible engine powering our modern lives.
Okay, so we've established it's all around us. But what is it, actually? Let's get right down to the fundamental idea.
At its absolute core, artificial intelligence is, well, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's this huge, ambitious dream of building a machine that can do what a human brain can do. Reason, learn from its mistakes, solve puzzles, and make its own decisions. That's the big, overarching concept. So how in the world does a machine learn to think? I mean, it doesn't have instincts or gut feelings. Its power comes from one single place: data. And not just a little bit of data. We're talking vast, mind-boggling amounts of it. Data is the fuel, it's the textbook, it's the teacher for every single AI system out there. Without it, a computer is just a box. With it, well, that's when it starts to get smart. Which, of course, brings us to the next big question. Okay, we get it. It needs data. But how does it actually use all that data to learn something new? Let's peel back the layers here. Think of it like one of those Russian nesting dolls. The biggest doll is artificial intelligence. That's the whole idea of making smart machines. You open it up, and inside you find machine learning. This is the main way we actually do AI today. And then inside that, you've got an even smaller, more powerful doll called deep learning. For now, let's just focus on that middle one, machine learning. Machine learning is the real workhorse here. See, instead of giving a computer a super strict set of instructions to follow, you just give it a mountain of examples from the past, and you basically say, here, go find the patterns. The machine then sifts through all that history to figure out how things are connected, so it can make these incredibly accurate guesses about what's going to happen next. And here's where it all clicks. Old school AI was all about rules. Think of a smart thermostat. If the room gets too hot, then turn on the AC. It's just following a simple pre-programmed command. But machine learning is totally different. It's data-driven. It's Netflix, analyzing thousands of shows you've watched and what millions of people like you have watched to actually predict what you'll want to watch next. One is just following orders. The other is genuinely learning. Let's use an example you've probably felt in your wallet. Ever wonder why ride-sharing prices suddenly go crazy? That's machine learning in real time. First, the system is constantly observing data. How many people need a ride right now? How many drivers are around? Is it raining? Is there a big concert ending? Second, it looks at all its past data and learns a pattern. Hey, when it rains and there aren't many drivers, demand goes through the roof. And third, it makes a decision all by itself. Bam! Surge pricing. It automatically raises the price to get more drivers on the road. No human ever pushed a button. And of course, we absolutely cannot talk about AI today without bringing up the one thing that dragged AI out of the lab and into everyone's living room: ChatGPT. Now, here's the crazy thing. AI is not new. These ideas have been floating around for decades, powering things we use every day, like Google Maps. But 2022, that was the tipping point. The moment ChatGPT was released to the public, it was the first time that absolutely anyone could have a direct conversation with a really powerful AI. And that just created this massive tidal wave of awareness, of investment, and this crazy race to build the next big thing. But how do these things actually work? It feels like magic when you use it, but I promise you, it's not. It's just an incredibly clever process, and we're about to demystify it completely. So, imagine this. You sit down and you type a really simple prompt into what's called a large language model, or LLM. Something like, I want to start a business. What is happening in that split second between you hitting enter and it starting to type back a response?
Okay, so the very first thing that happens is a process called tokenization. See, the computer can't understand words like business or want, but it's a genius with numbers. So it takes your sentence and chops it up into little pieces called tokens, and it translates every single token into a number. Suddenly, your sentence isn't language anymore, it's just a string of math. So here's the whole play-by-play. It gets your input, it tokenizes it into numbers, and then the real magic happens. The model, which has basically read the entire internet, starts looking for mathematical patterns between all those numbers. It then asks itself one simple question. Based on everything I have ever seen, what is the most statistically probable word that should come next? And it just does that over and over and over again, one single word at a time.
And this, right here, is the most important thing to get. An LLM isn't thinking, it's not feeling, it doesn't understand your question. It is a phenomenally powerful prediction machine. It's just doing math on a scale we can't even imagine to find patterns and predict the next word. It's basically the world's most advanced autocomplete. It is imitation, not consciousness.
Okay, so we've covered what AI is, how it learns, how tools like ChatGPT work. But the big question is, so what? Why is understanding all of this so incredibly important? Right here, right now. Because we are living through a genuine turning point. This is one of those rare moments of massive disruption and even bigger opportunity. It's a moment where the old giants at the top could stumble, and the newcomers at the bottom could build entire empires. The old way of doing things is changing fast, and the people who learn how to use these new tools are going to be the ones who write the next chapter. But here's the really good news. You don't have to be a coder. You don't have to be a data scientist to win here. The most important skill you can have isn't technical at all. It's having a progressive mindset. It's being curious enough to learn, being willing to play around and experiment, and just being open to changing how you work and think. So we've seen that AI isn't some distant sci-fi dream. It's a real, powerful tool that is here today. And these systems are getting smarter every single second by learning from the world that all of us are creating. So the only real question left is, what will you learn from AI? How are you going to use this incredible technology to build something, to create something, to grow? The revolution isn't coming. It's already here, and it's waiting for you.